We're now at about a $500 million market cap.
Amazing.
We raised $72.5 million last October from a bunch of institutions, including Hancock Prospecting, who is now our largest shareholder. So massive transformation in the company over the past 12 months.
Welcome back to Proactive Investors, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Kerry Stevenson. John Prineas is back. He's the executive chairman of St. George Mining. ASX code is SGQ. They've just been admitted into the All Ordinaries Index, so it is a milestone day. I've asked John to come back. Look at him. He's got a smile on his face and a great picture behind him. John, congratulations. It's a credit to all the hard work that you've been doing. This is the Araxá project in Brazil, a very large project, which I assume with all of the, commotion going on around the world is going to become even more important going forward. So talk to us about how important a milestone this is for St. George Mining today.
Yes, thank you, Kerry. Terrific day today. It's a good feeling to see our efforts being recognised and rewarded with admission to the All Ordinaries Index. So we bought this project just back in February last year. We were about a market cap of $25 million. We had to raise $20 million to get this project up and running. We managed to do that, but not too many institutions came on board, just some smaller funds and mostly our high net worth shareholders. We're now at about a $500 million market cap. We raised $72.5 million last October from a bunch of institutions, including Hancock Prospecting, who is now our largest shareholder. So massive transformation in the company over the past 12 months. And it's culminated in this recognition today and admission to the All Ordinaries Index, top 500 companies. So really strong effort to get to this point. We've still got a long way to go to where we want to be. So it's still a very exciting pathway ahead of us.
Does that mean you've got more eyeballs on the stock? I mean, what is it? It's a milestone, but for those that may not understand how important this is, can you just, explain it in layman terms?
Yeah, exactly. It's a really significant corporate development. Once you're in an index, there are many fund managers which then have a mandate to buy you. Some fund managers cannot buy unless you're at that sort of elevated level. So straight away, it brings us a broader range of investors with serious institutions. And it also means the index tracking funds. There are some just index tracking funds out there. They're forced to buy us as well. Maybe they didn't do it before, but they will have to buy us as well. So when it formally goes through on the 23rd of March, we expect to see a little bit more trade activity in SGQ. It's really just a wonderful opportunity to broaden our investor base.
Now, as I speak to you in March of 2026, the world is in a very interesting place. Is there going to be any impact, good or bad, on your project going forward? I know what I'm talking about is challenges in the Middle East, and the world is changing.
The world is changing. There's still no change to the determination of the US to secure independent supply chains for critical metals. And we have two of the most important critical metals for them, niobium, and also our rare earths suite. So that's still definitely on the cards. We'll have a meeting with the US Embassy very, very shortly this month to further discuss those opportunities. But also the war situation is unfortunately using up a lot of weapons around the world. Both niobium and rare earths are used in a lot of the weapons, particularly niobium is really the go-to for some of the military hardware. So I heard a story the other day that there'll be a 400% increase in demand for metals used in weapons. And that obviously reflects extremely well for companies like us who have got globally significant deposits in those metals.
And finally, the picture behind you, ferro-niobium, I believe it is. Just talk to us about that photograph, what it means. What is it?
Yeah, exactly. So that is ferro-niobium. It's basically the concentrated form of niobium with a little bit of iron ore in there as well. That's why you got ferro in the name. It's 65% pure niobium, with the rest being iron. And that is typically what you make and then sell to the steel mills who use it to make stronger, lighter steel. So that's what we're aiming to do. That sample in the photo is not our product, but hopefully we'll be making that within the next 18 months.
That was going to be my final question. If I could just quickly ask you next steps as we head into 2026. I know we've spoken about it before, but just remind us what is going to be the next milestone. And what I'm looking for specifically, John, shareholder value, de-risking the project?
Yes, so just last week we announced the big resource upgrade. We're still drilling, so it's going to be even bigger than what it is now. But the important thing at the moment is really now to move through the development pathway. So you'll be seeing a lot more announcements by us soon regarding those sort of development important milestones, additional staff to boost that development work, and some long lead item contracts being signed. So lots of good news to show people we're on track.
John, I really appreciate you coming back, and you're constantly keeping us updated because it's a great milestone, but you've been working really hard. Congratulations. I appreciate the update. Thanks for joining me on Proactive.
Thank you, Kerry. Thank you.